everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is episode 14. Last time, we started the Champions of the Just questline, and we find ourselves with all of the Templars, the surviving ones, that have not been corrupted by red lyrium. And we also had a trippy sequence with an envy demon. And there was a mysterious figure by the name of Cole, who helped us escape demonic possession. And I'm really enjoying seeing the other choice here if you joined with the Templars instead of the mages, because it's got its whole other thing of just really cool stuff to see that Dragon Age can do. We got the time travel shenanigans with the mages, but this time we've got like envy demonic possession, and we're getting like explanation as to what's going on with the Templars. I think this begs the question though, like what I'm thinking of here is we went to go see the mages, and we can see that our presence here with the Templars is helping them uncover what's going on with the Lord Seeker and everything like that. That it's like with our choice that we've made to go off with the mages in the Prime timeline, the Templars don't have this help from us, and it makes me ever so curious to find out what actually happens in this area when we're not here. I'm assuming that will come up later, where maybe all of the other Templars will get corrupted with red lyrium, maybe just the ones that do not change get executed, and then we get like a Lord Seeker reveal of demonic possession or something, but we'll see. But it's good to get that sort of first-hand exposure, but I do wonder how the game will give us information related to this area with our choice to side with the mages. So we are still in Champions of the Just. We've got to collect lyrium and find Templar veterans, and we also have to help out the Templars in holding the Great Hall, apparently. So that's where they all are at the moment. The Great Hall status will go down over time, and if we come and help them out, we can repair the status, I suppose. So I think maybe things won't happen until we actually move, but let's take a look around. So the Envy Demon turned into smoke and then disappeared through this. Sort of like, this looks like an energetic barrier of a wall that we can't go through. Yeah. We cannot go through. I don't know if that's like a barrier or whether it's like a breach, like one of those little portals that we got pulled into at the start, but it looks very much like a barrier to me. Alright, let's start our first location.
I hope you're what they say.
Alright, time to head to the upper barracks. I guess we gotta be quick and efficient about it. Keep an eye on that status bar. Oh, it's a good thing I got a warrior with me.
One down.
I guess there's not much point in looting, really, is there? Only if there's really like lore to find. Okay. Keep an eye on that Great Hall status, which is constantly ticking down. Codex unlocked. Majestic Bastards. For some reason it did not open a thing for me to read. Majestic Bastards. I remember the second last one. It wouldn't get closer than 60 feet, double the wingspan. That left you time to move. The beast was too weak to do much. Still, seemed respectful to keep the distance and leave its end to animal and trainer. She starved out. Not the way they should go, and not the way I was used to seeing them. Oh, they were majestic bastards, and they knew it. Ask any warden dumped ass over ears for not picking nits. See, trainer, beast, and beast have a kinship, and both knew what they wanted. For Griffin, that bond meant grooming. Couldn't fault them. They needed what they needed. I mean, What's fair trade for saddling a Warden Commander? Full plate, lightning storm, sheer dive straight through an Archdemon's wing. Legendary, you can't argue. But back on the ground, they knew they were owed, and you couldn't shortcut and douse them. They had all the majesty of a paddling rat if you waterlogged the feathers. No, it was a grueling task of preening 30 bloody feet of wing. And you'd better remember, or maybe the thing got pissy next flight and cut note too close. Give you a love tap so hard, your next helm dented. Still, everything in balance, every talon tipped, there was nothing that compared. You could reach down from the sky and cradle Thetis in your hand. Anyway, yes, I remember the second last one. After she dropped, the robes took some crosscuts, because they do things like that, and we burned it, and I got drunk. I do not remember the very last, you can't make me. Comments of an unnamed Grey Warden, excerpted from a Weishaupt records on the extinction of a treasured species, liberated for public consideration by Philium, a bard. Majestic bastards. What's our creature here? Horror. Oh god, look at that. Okay. Presley, whatever you do, don't get too close to those red Templars with giant lumps on their backs. They can spit lyrium. You can actually see it growing before they fling it at you from their palms. One hit Henley in the face, he'd have a massive scars if I hadn't been there to heal the wounds as we plucked the stuff out. We started to beat it down with some spells and the air went sour. I felt sick, like you do when you're around too much raw lyrium. Lyra almost passed out. I grabbed her and ran. With luck, the thing found better prey than us. I never loved the Templars, but seeing them mutilated with lyrium doesn't give me any cheer. I don't understand why they'd inflict this on themselves. Jana. Interesting.
The Templars who have not fallen to the corruption fight bravely. I pray there is enough of the Order to save.
Can only hope so. Shattered. So if we have a look on the map, yes, we want to. This doesn't seem like an area that we can. There's fighting over there. I guess we'll head back and get this status back up again.
How many Red Templars have you fought?
Some broke through to siege the hall. More will come.
There was a lot more people here last time, but I'm assuming that's because it was more of like a scripted, everyone's here, not everyone is now dead sort of scenario. Okay, let's check over this side. Was delaying. I was like, why isn't that going up? Requires Lord Seeker's key. Alright. It's very delayed in popping up that I actually need that. Okay, locked from the other side. What's going on here? Can't progress anywhere. Everywhere is so dark.
The Elder One wants her dead. Empress Celine. He hates her, haunts her, wants her dead, but hides. Why? He hid other things too.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm going crazy. Where are my teammates? Where are my teammates gone?
The Elder One has targeted the Empress of Orlais.
Perhaps Leliana can discover why he wants Celine's head.
Am I the only one who can... I'm the only one who can see this coal? That is a big-ass key. Found it. Wow, okay. Notes from letters from Theronfal. This note is creased several times as if it were folded and jammed into a pocket. Be wary. Every Templar will be on the watch for what you are. A Lord Seeker is never seen without ceremonial armor. I had a replica made. It should serve your purpose in Theronfal. Remember, Seekers have no place in the new world our master is building. The life of Lucius Corrin ends with you. Okay. Interesting. Right. I'll quickly run back to the Great Hall. It seems that we're probably going to have to do a lot of this. Try making some progress and then going, well, I've got to get back to help my people.
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
This entire day is a disgrace.
Okay.
We'll keep the hall, Herald of Andraste. Show them the light.
So as long as we're in here, the Great Hall status remains, but then as soon as we leave, ticks back down again. Gotta be quick about it. Alright, Lord Seeker's key was... this one? Examine Red Lyrium.
This must be the red lyrium the Lord Seeker gave the Templars.
The same kind we saw by the breach. Where did it come from, I wonder?
Indeed. Lyrium Manifest. 3 crates high grade. West Sink Mines, Orzammar, Helskeltar. 2 crates regular grade. Stern and Peak, Anderfels, Town of Geltberg. And 5 crates of red lyrium. Source unverified. Rations given out only on Lord Seeker's orders. A note is pinned to the bottom of the page. Isric, is it me or does red lyrium sound different than the rest? I caught the new boy listening to it after stacking the crates. Dragged him out by his ears, but the Knight Captain says put him on the red lyrium from now on. Too lenient if you ask me. Okay, so these are lyrium crates, which makes sense considering the blue.
Lyrium Barris told us about.
Nice. Got some lyrium. There's a door that's locked on the other side. It looks like you can get up there. So we're gonna go up here. No, that doesn't go anywhere. Okay. I'm having a really easy time navigating these areas, as you can tell. Just doing so well.
Do you hear the fighting? Not all the Templars have been taken by the Red Lyrium. We may still find allies if we move quickly enough.
It's so dark in here I didn't even see this. There you go.
That thing was Commander Terry. I can't.
These are our Templar veterans. Or one of them.
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
We will, don't worry. Yeah.
Maker. What happened to them?
Regroup with Barris. He'll explain the plan.
Good luck.
can get back to the Great Hall from here. Ah, okay. Let me kick these down. Okay, nice.
Loot the bodies. That's all of them. Back to your posts.
Notes and letters from Therenfall. A scrolled note. Whatever comes, follow the instructions on the shipment to the letter. The officers know what they've signed on for, but don't start all the knights on Red Lyrium at once. Use the amounts we've parceled out and give the medicine for the pain. They need to be ready to fight again soon enough. These are your people now, Lord Seeker. Be a better master to them than the Chantry. If I hear differently, you will answer to the one we both serve. S. You'll answer to the one we both serve. So they're talking about the elder one. Who's S, though? See, this is going to be a classic case of the letters in Dragon Age 2 that were signed by O that ended up being Orsino, but S. It's not... We've got Alexius, which is the Tevinter mage, which is also helping someone out, but I don't know. A nutty affair. Several months after Clemens II died, rumors that she had been a man in disguise began circulating in Val Rio. The gossip was eventually traced back to one sister Constance, who was present when the Divine's body was cleaned and dressed for her funeral. Constance had a weakness for barley wine and spoke of Clemens II's sensitive matter to a local tavern keep after having imbibed large quantities of the beverage. Revered Mother Estelle put the rumors to rest by declaring that she had also aided the sisters in dressing the late Divine's body for her cremation and knew for a fact that Clemens II was a woman. She went on to say that Sister Constance was mistaken. What she saw was, in actuality, a squirrel that had clambered in through an open window and come to rest between the Divine's legs. Okay. From secrets the most holy. Alright, let's head over this side. I think this is where I needed to be. There we go.
Herald, you live!
You alive, Herald.
Head back into the main hall. We'll meet you there.
Of course.
Nice. Okay. And now... What's the last one is over here.
Here, let me try.
Nice. Well done. Oh, okay, hang on. This is a lot more than just a, wait, where are we? Hey. The Prisoners of Therenfall. A page from a log of prisoners jailed in Therenfall read out over 2 ages ago. The paper crumbles to the touch. Knights Templar Wellen, Poller, and Legain kept for questioning after leveling charges of apostasy against one Marion Dirge, found innocent after Seeker Tehan's investigation, imprisoned in the 5th of Veramensis, 2nd year of the Storm Age. Ellen Devar, first enchanter, arrested for possession of heretical material after protesting innocence. Tomes containing instructions on blood magic discovered hidden in his office, as well as 8 mage phylacteries executed on the 29th of Veramensis in the 2nd year of the Storm Age. Peter Lothier, accused of apostasy, brought in for examination by Seeker Lansdale, possessed no magic, thought to be in grip of disease of the brain, kept imprisoned for his own safety, visitors allowed, jailed in 9th of Pluitanus in the 2nd year of the Storm Age. I like that dusty detail when you engage with the paper. So it looks like there's just a bunch of loot in here that Varric can loot for us, but, you know, as we know, looting in the alternate timeline is kind of pointless, as we're not going to be retaining any of these goods and services. So let's go this way. Get our next Templar. Look at that shield charge. Get it.
You live. You bless us. I feared you were dead.
Just get to the hall. Barris will explain.
Fight well.
Okay, we have our veterans. Let's talk to Knight Templar Barris and head back. Cleaned up by the Templars. All right.
Thank you for the assistance.
You're welcome.
Right. Keep them off us. We'll break this beast.
Ah, yes. They're drinking Mountain Dew to cure themselves. Look at this Templar magic. Cool. They got the good lyrium.
Red Templars, coming through the barrier.
Oh, yep. Okay, they're coming through. All right. Both a barrier and a portal. Or are they just walking through it? Where are they coming from? Let's see. No, they are just teleporting. Okay, so it is like a portal. Yeah, interesting. Both a barrier and a portal, okay. I'm loving the shattering on, like, freezing them. It's so cool. Alright, time to confront the Envy Demon.
End it.
Okay. Let's have a look at you. Cheeks and all. Such a good laugh. Her perfumed sanctuary, Divine Rosamond. Now here's an interesting story. Rosamond was the youngest divine ever crowned. She was born to the noble Montbelliard family and groomed for the rank of divine by her predecessor, Divine Hortensia II. Records of Rosamund describe her as a radiant beauty, and she captured the hearts and imaginations of the Orlesian public almost immediately. Not long after she was crowned divine, erotic art and literature featuring her began to make an appearance in noble Orlesian circles. The situations depicted in these works were entirely fictional. Divine Rosamund led a life that was beyond reproach, but it seemed that her purity only served to fan the flames of creativity in her followers. To them, reality was a meddlesome creature to be punted off the nearest cliff, and they showed no restraint portraying the divine in the midst of activities both forbidden and often physically impossible. Several pages of a pamphlet containing a story about Rosamund still exist in the private collection of a certain gentlewoman who will remain unnamed. One page describes in painful detail Rosamund's perfumed sanctuary. The rest are dedicated to portraying the most holy at her daily exaltations before she is joined and worshipped by her devoted Templars. Come out, demon! Shrine of Offering. Okay. Look how perfectly this is framed. So satisfying to see the breach here and that there. God, this feels very well positioned.
I touched so much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either.
Can anyone else see this person? Look at this thing! Oh, we've got terror inflicted upon us.
It's trying to hide.
Silence!
Classic boss battle routine. I must hide while you face the reinforcements. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay, last episode...
I don't know you, Llewellyn. I know all of you!
Okay, last episode I made a joke about the giant statues coming alive, but this is like close to it. What the hell?
What could you get
Oh wait,
from being
there he is! There he is! Wait, Cole has daggers?
The Elder One promised you to me. Now no one will have you.
Cole isn't a mage? He's got the mage hat. What the hell? Cole has daggers. That was unexpected. So Cole's a rogue. I thought that Cole was a mage due to the knowledge of the Fade and just being here. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a roguish thing to do. That took me by surprise. So Cassandra can definitely see who she's fighting right next to, right? We're not just imagining that. Nice. Shattered. Wait, he's gone. Oh my god. Ooh, we got a dual blade dagger from this fight. Sigil of the Revenant. Damn, the loot on this is so great. You have found a sigil. They can be attached to armors and give special bonuses along with unique hindrances. That's our first sigil. It's a shame that we're not able to keep any of it. But let's have a look at this. This pair of daggers belong to the Navaran rogue Emilio Antag, or the Velvet Dreamer. the nickname he chose. Though he spent more time promoting himself than actually fighting, he never lost a duel. And he was found in the city of Treviso after the new Exalted Marches, left mindless by Canary subjugation techniques. Damn. Audacity. That's cool. We also got the Sunless Staff. Supposedly crafted in the dread Sunless lands south of the Korkari Wilds, this staff was wielded by the shaman to the Avar warlord Balak, who swept into the Ferelden Valley at the height of the Steel Age. Balak was defeated, but the shaman vanished during the final battle in the southern hinterlands. Interesting. Well, we just defeated our Envy Demon. We were promised to it. We had to break that promise, sorry.
Herald, I sincerely apologize for losing countenance amidst the chaos. That was unfortunate. I do hope it won't affect our concord.
The nobles survived somehow. This goddamn demon army, and they were like, alright, we're just gonna go wait outside.
Don't worry, you're needed.
Wonderful.
The demon is dead. Andraste be praised. She shielded you from its touch. We've numbers across Thedas, but we let this happen. Our officers either failed to see it, or were complicit. The Templars are ready to hear what the Inquisition needs of us.
This is interesting, because I wonder if this is, you know how we had the same thing where we had a mage alliance, or conscript them, be like, you're joining us, whether you like it or not. I wonder if the Templars have the same thing.
If that thing hanging over our heads doesn't terrify you, you're braver souls than I. The Inquisition can't seal the breach on its own. We need the Templars' help. Everyone needs your help.
You speak truths we should never have ignored. But the Order is leaderless, gutted by betrayal. We must rebuild it.
Ooh. So there we go. Convince the Templars to disband and become part of the Inquisition instead, or ask the Templars to join you as free allies. So that is like the full Templar alliance, you know, join you as allies and you can do what you wish. But this one's quite interesting. Convincing the Templars to completely disband and becoming part of the Inquisition. Like that seems really significant, especially when we're thinking about the future of like the circles and Templars and how we want the world to look is like, what happens when there's no Templars, only the Inquisition? Do we have free mages and then the Inquisition established? And then the Inquisition deal with things as they happen instead of mages living, you know, under that sort of iron foot of the Templars? Obviously, this is the alternate timeline, so we don't even really get to see how this is going to play out, which is why replayability is such an important aspect of these games. But I actually think that we're going to go for this one.
There is no time. If the old order is too broken to stand, then become knights under the Inquisition. Serve us. Stop the breach and begin again without stain on your honor. That is our offer.
If it is the only way, Templars, will we serve the Inquisition to atone for our failure? So be it. The Order will disband and take up the Inquisition's banner. We'll need weapons, training grounds, a place to rest. The Inquisition must prepare for our arrival.
Oh, damn. There you go. It's very interesting when you make that big choice, you just see every companion have their opinion change of you. Solus greatly approved of that, but there was quite a lot of disapproval. But I kind of feel that the disapproval and approval would still kind of be similar if you got them to join as well. It depends. I think Solus wouldn't greatly approve of that, though.
Oh, don't worry. I think we're expecting company.
Okay. Oh, there are mounts in this game. Mounts are the fastest way to travel across the land, it
You
said.
disbanded the Templar Order on the Inquisition's authority.
You did not see what they had done, Commander.
You and their herald fought bravely, but that decision should have been the Inquisition's, not yours alone.
It was chaos. I couldn't keep the Templars in the courtyard while I searched for a messenger bird.
I would have preferred willing allies, but the Order put their trust in our herald. Surely that's what we wanted.
A few dozen veterans are coming ahead of the rest to help seal the breach.
How soon until these veterans arrive?
Whoa.
Templars don't like to be late.
Make
Wait!
I came with you to help. I would have told you before, but you were busy.
Okay. Oh, crap. I just realized. Because we didn't go see the mages, we don't meet Dorian. And then Dorian doesn't get involved with anything because we haven't met him. So is it this person instead who's just rocked up and like, I'm here now, I'll help you. We get a weird rogue character instead of a dashing mage.
That's fine, Cole. You just startled us, appearing out of thin air.
I wasn't air. I was here. You didn't see me. Most people don't until I let them.
Call the guards. This creature is not what you...
A moment, please, Cassandra. I would like to hear why he came.
You help people. You made them safe when they would have died. I want to do that. I can help.
Okay. I guess this makes sense that he's a rogue and the fact that he can stealth and disappear from sight and only make himself seen when he wants to be, but I think at first I assumed he was like some weird figment of my imagination, demonic possession thing, and he was more magical in nature. He's too dangerous. Kill him. Oh my god.
Why and how would you help the Inquisition?
The hole in the sky is too loud for spirits to think. It's pulling, pushing out pain. I want to stop it.
How altruistic of you.
I want to help. I can be hard to see. I can kill things that would hurt people. I won't get in the way.
Damn. This is actually quite significant then. So going with the mages or going with the Templars gets you a completely different companion. So the replayability there is insane. You have a whole different person to play around with in your squad. That's cool.
Cole saved my life in Theronfall. I couldn't have defeated Envy without him.
But what does he want now?
I think he really is trying to help.
I won't be in the way. Tiny, no trouble, no notice taken unless you want them to.
You're not honestly suggesting we give him run of the camp.
Not freely, perhaps, but it seems a waste to... Hold on.
Where did he go?
Let's finish what we came here to discuss.
I'll have people watch the boy. But let's not be distracted from the breach.
We'll need your help when the Templar veterans arrive. Take time to prepare while you can.
Okay then. Codex unlocked. Cole. Oh, look at that. Look at that red. Okay. His name is Cole. He's not that old, perhaps 20 years, no more. He has blonde hair that hangs in front of his eyes. He wears dirty leathers, perhaps the only clothes he owns. He was there when you found Reese in the Templar crypt, but you couldn't see him. Nobody can, and those who do forget him, just like you are right now. Remember the dream. A letter allegedly written by former Knight Captain Evangeline de Brassard, found in the spire in the aftermath of the Mage Uprising. Okay. That's very strange. That's very strange indeed. Okay, we have Red Templars. They are exactly what they sound like. They are Templars who have been fed red lyrium, and the results are precisely what happened to Meredith in Kirkwall. It improves their powers, grants new ones, and increases their strength beyond what a human body should bear. Over time, red lyrium will turn them into beasts. Crystals will grow inside their bodies even, I am told, sprouting through their heads. In the end, the Red Templars will be lost, mind and soul, to roaring madness. Did the Chantry push our Templars too far, or was this break inevitable? Maker, help us. I pray it was not us who drove our good knights into becoming monsters. Mother Solaris of the Grand Cathedral in a letter to a friend. Okay, then. And then history. Champions of the just. Blessed who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written. Canticle of Benedictions. When Andraste preached these verses, she offered her followers a path of virtue. In their blood the Maker's will is written is usually interpreted to mean sacrificing one's life for a righteous cause, but like most of the chant, deeper meaning hides beneath the surface. In their blood can be understood as a reference to continuity, an unbroken line of humble behavior required to please the Maker. Rather than a physical fight against demon or apostate, Andraste meant this verse as a warning that her faithful should judge their heart's intentions, questioning those who would lead them astray. Champions of the just are those with the courage to admit their wrongdoing while letting none continue in their sight. Unsurprisingly, the fourth stanza is popular among the militant branches of the Chantry, such as the Knights Enchanter and the Templar Order. Notes on the Chant of Light by Mother Bezoria of the Grand Cathedral. Nice. Okay. Agent acquired. Alright, where's Cole? Where is he? Okay, so we've got In Your Heart Shall Burn. There he is. We've got In Your Heart Shall Burn still, but instead it's with mages instead of, sorry, Templars instead of mages.
Templars all around. We'll have the breach closed up.
We'll also have to talk to companions and see what they think in regards to these changes with the Templars, and now we get to talk to Cole and get to know him as a character.
You took in the Templars but made them yours. They won't make the same mistake. It's dangerous when too many men in the same armor think they're right. You should prepare. It's already getting louder.
This is a very interesting take, though, like doing something as significant as disbanding the Templar Order. That's a massive change, and we've just so casually been like, join the Inquisition. Templars are gone.
What's going to be loud?
I don't know, but there are echoes rushing back across us, ripples in a pond from a stone, but backward. But first, you seal it. I hope it hurts less. I'll help if I can, but I don't always say it right.
You helped me at the Seeker Fortress. Say it however you like.
I helped. It's good to hear. I will try.
Let's get to know you.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
Oh man, okay. This is a type of guy whose dialogue is like, you can't just like let it gloss over you. He's got like deeper meanings in the things that he says, and he says his mysterious little quips that you have to pay specific attention to. And he's like I think, oh my god, this is gonna be very interesting to like hear what he has to say and try and glean the deeper meanings of them. The demons scared Cullen. They definitely did in Dragon Age Origins.
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
Ooh.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Okay, kid.
The left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness and wonders why the flower blooms.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Okay, not a lot to talk about with Cole. We just go, how do you feel about the Inquisition? How do you feel about Templars? Dorian had so much more to give us, and he got a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot more time for us to really understand what was going on there, and Dorian's connection to Tevinter and the backstory, and then we get to discuss all of that stuff. At the moment, this man is a very strange mystery. Definitely a very strange mystery. So Cole has joined our team. So we've got a whole new companion instead of a mage like Dorian, and he's a rogue. It's so weird. Okay, that's his hat. What does Audacity look like? I guess we can't even see. Oh, it's a dual blade dagger, but it doesn't take both slots. That's cool. Shall we see the classic... Oh, hang on. Oh god. Shall we see the classic... How does he look in different clothes? Let's have a look. Large. Okay, we've given Cole 6-pack. I think Iron Bull... Hang on. Iron Bull's got... We're actually wearing a piece. We have to see what... We have to see what Cole looks like wearing it. Ah, yes, there you go. Cole the canary right there. That's a cool looking blade, though. That's sick. Alright. That's Cole. Does anyone have any opinions of what just took place, huh?
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Even with Cullen here, I never thought that would happen. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought anyone would use red lyrium on purpose either. The Templars should know better than anyone what that shit does to people. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
And then we've spoken with Varric on this subject matter already because we did the whole companion run through after recruiting the mages, but they do have a cool dialogue related to the Templars, so we'll keep checking.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Alright, last time we said catch my breath. I just want to see what he says to other things now.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Yeah. Now, Solus greatly approved of the way that we made the Templars join.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
I expected an apostate mage would hate Templars.
They have flaws, but I try to understand them. You cannot change anything without understanding.
You're a surprising person, Solus.
This campaign promises to be full of surprises. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
It feels like a fourth wall break. This campaign is full of surprises. Like, I know that they're using campaign in a different sense of the word, but it is quite funny.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. I am, however, he seems to be a good man. As for the other Wardens, I suppose...
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation. The people trust the Templars, and now they trust us.
That's pretty good.
Anything I should know?
Having the people trust the Templars.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. So, yeah, the reputation and trust of the Templars...
Go in peace.
...helps. What does Vivian think?
Judge me for...
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, let's recruit the Templars and then also torture them.
Cullen will look into it. He must already have a supply line.
He undoubtedly did. But it was established before the Divine Conclave. The situation has changed. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
I'm glad that one of us has confidence in the Templars.
It is not a matter of confidence. Reality does not change based on feelings. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Vivian's got the facts don't care about your feelings mentality. There it is. I'm just trying to pick some different stuff here.
You're just spouting Chantry propaganda, Vivian.
My dear, what a world you must live in. Do you know how young mages are found? A little girl has a nightmare, and in her sleep, she burns her house down. A teenage boy has a fit, and lightning rips his mother to pieces. You know how these stories go. Perhaps you lived one. People don't learn the fear of magic at Chantry services, my dear. They learn it from us. Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Ooh. I guess we could say this one now, just to see what happens here.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
Interesting. A great approval with that one. That almost makes me wish that I chose it last time, because I was thinking of that, going, hadn't really considered that. There was not as much of a terrible conversation that time.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We are becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group scrambling for answers.
That must be its strength again. The Chant did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andrasti's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Are you sure? Families often fight the hardest.
Having grown up among 4 siblings, I concede your point. I found, however, that the only time 2 parties cannot negotiate is when they cease to speak. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Last time we said that's private, but I want to know what she thinks if we say this.
I'd tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royeaux. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you.
Interesting. Cool. Let's get her opinion on Cole.
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Cole, actually.
Who? Oh, wait, you mean the quiet young man? How strange. I'm sure we must have talked, yet I can't recall what we discussed.
That's interesting. So he has this thing where it's like, you forget him when he's gone.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Maybe we've spoken to Cole way back when in a past life, but you wouldn't know.
Oh, Creator, see me kneel.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the Templars. It is well done.
Sing only the
and I pray
words
this
you
Inquisition
place in my
fares
throat.
better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
You disapprove of something the Chantry did. Are you allowed to do that?
That largely depends upon one's company. While surrounded by those declared heretics already, I am safe enough. In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry or its own namesake.
Growing up Dalish, I heard little about your Chantry. Can you tell me about it?
Codex. Pretty sure we've read this because we only read this recently. We read this as well.
Of course. Too many think that the Chant of Light should only be sung by humans. The truth is that knowledge of the Maker and Andraste should be open to all who wish to learn of him. We believe the Maker created us, and that mankind's sinful nature caused him to turn away. With Andraste's blessing, the Maker will forgive mankind once the Chant of Light is sung from all corners of this world.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I'm pretty sure those codex entries were the ones that you find down here that we read when we visited in the Prime timeline. Yep. Because look, now when you go to investigate them, they just give you XP instead of actually popping up with codex entries. So you can find them downstairs, or you can ask Mother Giselle for them. That's funny. Okay. We've got Cass, Cullen, Bull, and Blackwall that we can talk to about the Templar recruitment.
My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace.
Heard there was a big demon at the Seeker Fortress. Gotta say, I don't mind missing that. Getting into your head. Messing around.
If you're nervous about demons, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it. What's going on?
Goodbye.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Okay.
Good day to you. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
The Inquisition must do many things to gain support.
Of course, you would have considered every angle, every advantage. You are a formidable woman, my lady. I hope never to cross you. Perhaps it's safer to show admiration from afar.
I do not seek your approval.
You have it, regardless.
And then you get to do that. You're strangely charming.
You're oddly charming for a man I found wandering the forest.
I always thought myself more odd than charming. But I'll take a compliment from a lady. They're hard to come by these days.
You can have more if you like. I store them in my private quarters.
Well, well... I was not expecting that. Thanks for the tempting offer, my lady. I'll have to consider it. Carefully.
Carefully. He's like, whoa!
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces. I'm not sure what else there is to say.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador. Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned.
I absolutely fucking... I fucking knew it.
Had to walk back to my quarters.
We should return to our duty.
As you wish.
I fucking knew that as soon as I would ask about our allies, he would say, don't play Diamondback with Solus. First try out of every other companion.
Of all the things in the world, A demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Risk is what keeps life exciting, don't you think?
Until you lose. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay. Got to have a bit more of a fun moment with Blackwall there. He's been formally invited to the quarters.
Find me well within your grace. Touch me with...
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. This is the Inquisition, and you are not guests here.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Damn.
It never ends, evidently.
Fighting with them will only make them more stubborn.
The Templars are too accustomed to having their way. They need to learn. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
You would have done differently, I suppose.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
I am rather clever, aren't I?
Close the breach. Then I'll agree with you.
Okay.
Cole, or whatever he calls himself, may have helped at Theronfall, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
I thought we agreed Cole could stay.
I did not agree. I was outvoted. I suppose my concerns can wait. We must focus on the breach. The Templars are making final preparations. After what happened with the Lord Seeker, they're eager to prove themselves.
They will. This has to work.
Of course. In the meantime, I will oversee our forces should anything go wrong.
What do you mean?
All we have are theories. I believe our plan can work, but no one knows for certain what will happen. We need to take precautions.
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side. Bull's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Okay. That's us speaking with our characters. Oh, hang on. We've also got Sarah. I thought I'd check the map. I'm like, am I forgetting someone? We'll see how Sarah feels about things too. Did I talk to Sarah about hiring the mages too? Now I'm doubting myself on that as well. I think I've run a different direction. Oh my god. I've gone a different way. I've shut myself out. Of course I've shut myself out. I forget that there's a second level of gates.
There was no word for heaven or for earth or sea or sky.
Templars filling up the place. Best of the polished helms come to save us. Keep them leashed good, right? Useful bunch, but all I hear is they don't do what they're told.
Whatever you think, they're the best hammer for this particular nail.
Well, watch your thumbs, because a Templar might slip, or... You want about anything else?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again, with your people. Right, which ones?
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Alright, thanks, Sarah. Lot to add to that. Wonderful. Okay, that is the alternate outcome across these past two episodes completed. We have seen what we could gather from the Templar perspective, and I gotta say, it was so worth doing. That was really, really great to see, like, what's going on with the Templars while we choose the mages, and we get the answers to the Red Lyrium, we get demonic possession. The quest was actually really, really fun and enjoyable as well. The loot was really good, and both naturally tied to this Elder One, and then they connect with this In Your Heart Shall Burn quest. Very, very cool. So we'll bring this episode to a close here with that in mind, because I think it makes a little more sense to cap off our alternate choices in its own contained thing instead of branching right into In Your Heart Shall Burn. So that was exploring a new choice. The Templars are actually like a decent choice for closing a magical breach. It does make sense, but I feel more strongly myself personally to ally with the mages and go that route. So that's our primary decision. But I definitely appreciated looking at something else. Cole is a weird character there, and I'd love to know more about him as well. So I'm not sure if Cole will come up in the primary timeline. I'm not sure if Dorian comes up in this alternate timeline. I'm not sure whether there are optional and missable companions, but it certainly seems that that is the case. You get a different companion dependent on the choice you make. Maybe you end up seeing them as a character later, but not a companion, and that would be quite bizarre. I'm sure we will find out in the episodes to come. So thank you so much for joining me for Champions of the Just, and I'll see you next time.